Here with Jeremiah of Team Jerry Beans.
J Bulls.
J Bulls. And he's here with his Ice Barriers deck. Right into it, man.
Let's get right into it. We're going to start out now with 3 prior of the Ice Barrier. Newest Ice Barrier come out, Photon Shockwave. Very, very good. Special summon him if you control another Ice Barrier, and you can tribute him to get an Ice Barrier from your graveyard. You know, it's the limits, of course, if you special summon him that way, can't get level 5 or higher, but you can still set up those lock plays with this. Very good.
Very good.
Or open with 2, special summon them both, get Gachi, power up your guys. You know, that works just as well. So that's great. Next, we got 3 strategists. I would say this is probably your staple for the Ice Barriers. You're like your staple monster. Once per turn, discard an Ice Barrier monster, and then draw a card, you know. Adds that draw power. You always use draw power.
Yeah, gotta have that for you.
Gotta have draw power. So 1600 attack, 1600 defense, not bad. So yeah. Next we got 2 Cryomancers of the Ice Barrier. First tuner of the deck, and you control another Ice Barrier. He becomes a Gravity Bind. Level 4 or higher monsters cannot declare an attack. Used to be great. Now with all the exceeds, it's lost a lot of that lock power, but still very good. You can set up like level 6 synchros with it. You can buy time just if you don't verse a heavy exceed deck.
Yeah, it works against heavy synchro decks.
Yeah, very good against that.
Puts in work. Put in work against my Photon.
At least till Skill Drain got out.
Yeah, Skill Drain.
Still very good. Just watch out for exceeds. But then we got Defender. Now he works against exceeds great. When you have another Ice Barrier on the field, 1600 attack or more cannot attack, or his defense or higher cannot attack. That'll stop pretty much anything if you got him in defense mode and another Ice Barrier. Just buy some time. Also a tuner, go for level 7s mostly in this deck. But you can go for other things. The way I got it built, I can go for 5s easy. So that's good. We got 1 General Gantala. Most Ice Barrier decks I've seen run 2 at the most. For the build I go for, 1 works just fine. He's not the main beater I get out.
Beater.
Yeah, big beater. Very good effect though. During the end phase, special summon an Ice Barrier from your grave, just any one. So that's awesome. So yeah, but just 1 works good. And we got 1 Daisojo. Daisojo is just
that card.
Daisojo is just amazing. I used to run 2, had to make room for other things, but Daisojo is just amazing. Ice Barrier monsters cannot be destroyed by spells or traps, so that eliminates Dark Hole, those Torrentials, Bottomless, Mirror Force. You know, I've been known to verse people with Sakuretsu armors now. You know, that's uncommon.
Sakuretsu,
you know, so great effect.
Scrubs.
But still,
deploy with dual discs.
Great effect. You know, call the haunted him, safe zone. He won't be destroyed by it, so that's good.
Did you feel like you were in the show, Avery? Did you feel like you were in the show?
Next, we have 2 Junk Synchrons. Junk works very well in this with Prior. Skip Prior, go for level 5. That's pretty much the only reason he's in there.
You'll run any beasts in this deck.
I don't run any beasts. I could go for Frozen Fits if I did, but
yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
But Junk just works great. Then we got 2 Elemental Hero Ice Edge. He's in here just so I can get Absolute Zero. Absolute Zero in the Ice Barrier deck, you know, water based. Just power him up incredibly. 500 attack for each water soul. He's in there for that. Plus,
he's a beater.
Plus his effect's great. Discard a card, he can attack directly. When he does damage from a direct attack, destroy a set back row card. You know, and Ice Barriers work well off the graveyard, so I can set up my big plays from the graveyard with that too. So that works great. And we got Sangan. Sangan is just to search out my non-Ice Barrier cards. That's all. Next we'll go on to the Magics. We got 3 Medallion of the Ice Barriers. Staple for any Ice Barrier deck. Add an Ice Barrier monster from your deck to your hand. So, staple. Next to Miracle Fusions, like I said, Absolute Zero element in this deck. He's amazing in here.
Yeah.
Next we have 2 creature swaps.
This
card is amazing. Your opponent's got a big motherfucker out.
Summon
some weak ass dude. Get him. Or in the Ice Barrier deck, if you got a lock on and you're locked too, creature swap yourself right out of the lock and take their big shit. You know, just let them set up stuff and then take it. So, great card. Very good. We have 2 dualities.
Well, only 2 dualities, not 3.
Well, this deck special summons a lot. I only feel 2 is enough because of that. Plus, I got all the draw power of a strategist. So 2 works great. I don't want to limit my special summoning because with Trier and Calls and all that, Gantala, it's just a lot. So 2 works nice. And we got 1 salvage, get back those priors, special summon some more. I just put this in 1 lightning vortex.
That's actually a very underrated card. This is actually very good.
You use that dark hole early in the game and you're like versing dark worlds, they swarm you.
Yeah,
you get that.
This is very good. I like that.
You see that. Plus, you'll set up more graveyard plays with Ice Bears.
Yeah.
Of course, Monster Reborn, staple, Dark Hole, staple, and Heavy Storm, staple.
Where's your MSTs, by the way?
No, MSTs are in the side deck. I usually don't need them, so I'm just running heavy.
Yeah.
And this deck is very low on traps, so just got the staple ones, you know, Deep Rhythm.
You gotta have those.
Gotta have Deep Rhythm.
It's crappy against the Inzektor matchup, but it's...
We got 2 Bottomless. I run Bottomless instead of Solemn Warnings because of the fact I don't want to pay life points.